Hello students, welcome to our online classes. Today I am going to teach you physics of standard 10 part 3. In earlier video we have discussed about plane mirror. Now we have to discuss about a spherical mirror, okay? So firstly, what is a spherical mirror? Okay. Firstly, we have to know about hollow and solid. Hollow and solid. So hollow is a circular figure which is quietly empty from inside. Okay, for example, if this is cylinder, okay, and nothing is filled inside it, then this will be said to hollow. Okay, and if this will be filled with anything, then this will be said solid. Okay, so basically a spherical mirror is the part of hollow sphere, whose reflecting surface is quietly bent. Look here, a spherical mirror, the mirror whose reflecting surface is the part of a hollow sphere of glass is called a spherical mirror. Okay, it means this is called a spherical mirror. Actually, in real practice, if we cut a sphere, look here, in real practice, let this is a hollow sphere. Okay, if we cut this, then two part will be formed. Okay, this is one part and this is second part. So basically we can say there are two types of a spherical mirror. One is convex mirror, and one is concave mirror. In Hindi, convex is called Uttal Darpan and in Hindi, concave mirror is called Avtal Darpan. Okay, so convex mirror, this is called convex mirror. If we made a sectioning here, I mean if we made it opaque, then this will be convex mirror. It means the spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is bent outward, this is reflecting surface and bent outward, then the mirror will be said to be convex mirror. And the spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is bent inward, here look, reflecting surface is bent inward, then this will be said concave mirror. Okay, it means Avtal Darpan and this is Uttal Darpan. Okay, so basically there are two types of a spherical mirror. One is concave mirror and one is convex mirror. Now we have to know some basic things. Here one is convex mirror. Definition actually in PDF not given, but you can create your own definition from here. Look here, just for example, a mirror whose reflecting surface is bent backward or inward is called concave mirror or convergent mirror. Concave mirror is also known as convergent mirror. Now this is question that why concave mirror is called convergent mirror. In next videos I shall discuss about it. And same, a mirror whose reflecting surface is bent inward, okay, is called whose bent backward or inward is called concave mirror, and a mirror whose reflecting surface is bent outward is called convex mirror. Convex mirror is also known as divergent mirror. It means in Hindi, Uttal Darpan, it means convex mirror. Uttal Darpan is also known as Apsari Darpan. Okay, and in Hindi, concave mirror, I mean Avtal Darpan, is also known as Abhisari Darpan. It means convergent mirror. Concave is also known as convergent and convex is also known as divergent mirror. Okay, now some terms related to mirror, parts of a spherical mirror. Okay, what are the parts of a spherical mirror? So firstly, look here, just assume this is a spherical mirror. Okay, here part of a sphere, okay, and this is a spherical mirror. So the center part of the mirror is called its pole, and pole is denoted by P. In Hindi, pole is known as dhruva. Okay, and the total opening of mirror, for look here, Mn is the total opening, this length Mn is total opening. This is called aperture of mirror. Aperture, APERATURE, aperture. Okay, so the total opening of mirror is called aperture of mirror. Here Mn is aperture of mirror and the center part of aperture is called pole of mirror. Okay, look here, given pole of mirror, the center part of a spherical mirror is called its pole. Pole is the middle part of a spherical mirror. It means this is second definition. It is denoted by P. Now next, radius of curvature. It is the radius of hollow sphere of a glass of which the mirror is a part. It is denoted by R. I mean, just assume this is a mirror, okay? This is a mirror, okay? So the radius of a spherical mirror, because this is the part of a sphere, okay? So the radius of a sphere, this radius is called radius of curvature, and radius of curvature is generally denoted by capital R. Radius of curvature is generally denoted by capital R, okay? In concave mirror, radius of curvature is taken negative, and in convex mirror, radius of curvature taken positive. When we solve sign convention, then we know in detail about it, that why radius of concave mirror is taken negative and why radius of convex mirror taken positive. Now next, focus of concave mirror. So firstly, what is focus of concave mirror? Look here, just assume this is concave mirror, okay? M, N, this is aperture, P is the pole, okay? And this is axis, that is called principal axis, okay? This is an imaginary axis which is drawn on the mirror, and this axis is known as principal axis, okay? So now the point on the principal axis, okay, the point on the principal axis at which the rays actually appear after reflection, actually meet after reflection, is called focus of concave mirror. This point, focus, this is denoted by capital F, okay? So the point on the principal axis of concave mirror at which the rays actually meet, okay, after reflection, so that point will be called focus of concave mirror, and it is denoted by capital F, and the perpendicular distance between pole and focus is called focal length of concave mirror, and focal length of concave mirror is denoted by a small f. Focal length of concave mirror is denoted by a small f, and focus of concave mirror is denoted by capital F, and PF is focal length. PF is focal length, okay, denoted by a small f. So look here, the point on principal axis at which all the rays which are parallel and close to the axis meet after reflection is called focus of concave mirror. A concave mirror has a real focus. The focus of concave mirror is in the front of mirror, okay? Look here, in the front of mirror, this is focus, okay, I have told. And P, the distance between P and F is called focal length, and focal length is denoted by a small f, okay? Now focus of convex mirror, look here, this is a convex mirror, okay? Reflecting surface bent outward, okay? Principal axis P. Now the point on principal axis, at which all rays coming parallel to the principal axis, appear to be meet, not actually meet, they only appear to be meet. This is the difference between focus of convex mirror and focus of concave mirror. In concave mirror they actually meet, but in convex mirror they appear to be meet. Then this is called focus of convex mirror. It is also denoted by capital F, and the distance between P and F is called focal length of convex mirror, and it is denoted by a small f. Okay, so the focus of concave mirror exists really, but the focus of convex mirror is an imaginary point, okay? We just assume, because mirror is opaque object and light actually cannot cross this object. Actually light reflect in this direction, but we just assume that rays will be appear at that point. If rays will be reflect, then it will be appear to meet at that point, but in concave mirror it's actually meet, not appear to be meet, okay? Now next, here look, focus of convex mirror is situated behind the mirror, look here, behind the mirror, whereas focus of concave mirror is in the front of mirror, okay? In the front of mirror. Now focal length, I have already told that what is focal length, okay? The focal length of a spherical mirror is the distance from the pole to its principal focus F. It is the half of radius of curvature. Now I have told that this is aperture Mn, this pole, this focus, and our radius of curvature. I have told the radius of hollow sphere is called radius of curvature, and radius of curvature in any mirror, in concave or convex, is denoted by R. Okay, focus of any mirror is denoted by F, and focal length is denoted by a small f. Okay, so a relation between focal length and radius of curvature, we have to find out a relation between focus and radius of focal length and radius of curvature. So f is equal to r by 2. F is equal to r by 2, or r is equal to 2f. I mean, focal length is the half of radius of curvature, or we can say that radius of curvature is twice the focal length in any mirror, that is in concave or convex. The relation between radius of curvature and focal length is that radius of curvature is twice the focal length, or focal length is half the radius of curvature. Now we have to prove that f is equal to r by 2, that focal length is half the radius of curvature. We have to prove firstly in concave mirror. So in concave mirror I shall prove it, but in convex mirror, following the same rule, you have to prove. So in convex mirror this will be homework for you, and in concave mirror I am proving here. Look very carefully. Okay, just assume this is a concave mirror Mn. Okay, aperture Mn, pole P. Here on this is principal axis, F is focus, and C is center of curvature. What is center of curvature? One is radius of curvature and one term is center of curvature. The center of a spherical mirror is called center of curvature for concave or convex mirror. In concave mirror everything is situated in the front of mirror, but in convex mirror everything is situated behind the mirror. And in concave mirror everything is taken negative, and in convex mirror everything is taken positive. Why? We shall discuss when we discuss about sign convection. Okay, so look here. Here one ray AB coming parallel to principal axis. One ray AB coming parallel to principal axis. I have already told, when a ray will come parallel to principal axis, then after reflection it will passes through focus. Then it passes through focus F. Okay. So basically here M dash is a concave mirror. M dash is a concave mirror. You may use any name, no matter. Okay. So PF focal length, that is minus f. I have already told that in concave mirror everything is negative. Focal length, radius of curvature, everything will be negative. Okay. So here PF, I mean focal length, that is minus f, and PC. PC is what? Radius of curvature. It is noted by minus r, because in concave mirror everything we take negative. Okay, so minus r. Now prove that f is equal to r by 2. So this is concave mirror. Okay, principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature, and one ray AB coming parallel to principal axis passes through focus after reflection. This is basic thing in mirror. And now we have to join B and C to each other. We have to join B and C to each other. Now proof. Look here. Angle ABC is equal to angle CBF. Look, angle ABC, I mean this angle is equal to CBF, this angle. Why? I and R. According to law of reflection, I have already told angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal to each other. So from the law of reflection, angle I is equal to angle R. Okay, first. Now second, this and this line, these lines are parallel to each other and a transversal intersect. Then this angle and this angle will be alternate interior angle. They will be what? Alternate interior angle. So angle ABC, I mean this angle, and BCF, this angle will be alternate interior angle. Here alternate interior angles. So from equation 1 and 2 we can say, because here LHS is same, so angle CBF is equal to BCF. We can say angle CBF, I mean this angle, is equal to BCF, this angle, equal. Okay, now look in this triangle. Look in this triangle. Okay, in this triangle, firstly make clear. Okay, this and this angle equal, and in Astronomy 9 we have proved a theorem that if in any triangle two angles will be equal, then their opposite side will be equal to each other. So the opposite side of this angle is what? BF, and opposite side of this angle is what? CF. So we can say BF is equal to CF. Look here. From equation 1 and 2, angle CBF is equal to BCF. So BF is equal to CF, opposite side of equal angles. In shortcut, we can write opposite sides of equal angle, that BF is equal to CF. I means BF and CF equal. Now let us assume that B is very close to P. Just assume. We have to assume that point B and point P are very close to each other. In this case, we can say that PF is equal to BF. If B is very close to P, then PF is equal to BF. Okay, look here. If B is more closer to point P, then BF is equal to PF. This is equation 4. Now we can say from equation 3 and 4, here BF, LHS same, then CF is equal to PF. So from equation 3 and 4, CF is equal to PF. Now I have proved that CF is equal to PF. Now look here, PC is equal to what? PC is equal to CF plus PF. Okay, and PC is what? PC is radius of curvature. So R is equal to CF. Instead of CF, we can write PF because these are equal. So PF plus PF. Now R is equal to 2PF. 2PF. Now R is equal to 2, and PF is what? PF is focal length. So instead of PF, we can write F. So R is equal to 2F. Hence the result. Hence the result here, look, R is equal to 2F. R is equal to 2F. Or we can normally write that F is equal to R by 2. Here one thing, that PC will be taken minus R because the radius of curvature of concave mirror is negative, and PF will be also taken minus 2F because focal length of concave mirror is also negative. So minus minus will be cancelled. Then R is equal to 2F, or F is equal to R by 2. Now this is homework for you. Same concept you have to use to solve this problem. Now we have to know about sign convention. Look here. According to sign convention, just assume this is a mirror, okay? We have to know about sign convention. This is concave mirror, this is concave mirror, and this is convex mirror. I have told the reflecting surface of convex mirror is bent outward, and the reflecting surface of concave mirror, is bent outward, and reflecting surface of convex mirror is bent outward. So this is convex and this is concave. Okay, now P, F, sorry, 1 minute stay. This will be P, okay, F, and this will be R. Similarly, here P, F, and this will be R. Now look, according to sign convention, the distance in the front of mirror is taken as negative, and the distance in the back of mirror is taken as positive. For this reason, the radius of curvature and focal length of concave mirror is taken negative, whereas the radius of curvature, this is C, sorry, this point is C, okay, PC, okay, PC, C, okay, PC is called radius. For this reason, the radius of curvature of convex mirror is positive, and focal length of concave mirror is also taken as positive, because in concave mirror, focus and center of curvature is situated behind the mirror, and in concave mirror they are situated in the front of mirror. And first rule of sign convention is that the distance measured in the front of mirror is taken as negative, whereas the distance measured in the back of mirror is taken as positive. Okay, now next rule, that this can be also written that, look here, light will come in this direction, so the distance in the opposite of light, direction of light, is taken as negative, and in the same direction of light taken as positive, we can also say. Now next, the distance measured upward from the principal axis is taken as positive, and the distance measured below from the principal axis is taken as negative. Next rule, all the distances in the mirror should be measured from P as origin. It means all the distance in mirror can be measured from P, should be measured from P. Just example, look, we say that PF is focal length, okay, PC is radius of curvature. So here all distances are measuring from P, so P acts as origin. Okay, now some notes that center of curvature and focal length of concave mirror is taken as negative, and the focal length and radius of curvature of convex mirror is taken as positive. Okay, according to same Cartesian plane, look here, in Cartesian plane this distance taken positive and this taken negative, this taken positive and this taken negative. Same in mirror. Okay, this distance positive, this distance negative, this distance positive and this distance negative. So according to Cartesian plane, we can use our common sense for the sign convection in mirror, and these sign convections are used to solve numericals. Okay, so you have to complete your homework, and if you have any doubt then you can contact me. Okay, thank you.